The old house on the hill had a basement door that always stayed locked. David found the brass key under the floorboards of the kitchen. He turned the heavy lock at midnight. The iron door creaked open to reveal stone stairs going down into the dark. A cold wind blew up from the bottom. It carried a thick smell of damp earth and old dust. David walked down the dark stairs with a small flashlight. The yellow beam hit wet stone walls covered in strange scratches. He reached the bottom and saw a small dirt room. In the middle of the room sat a wooden chair. A tall, shrouded figure sat on the chair with its back turned. Long, tattered robes trailed across the damp floor. David stopped and called out to the figure. It did not move or make a single sound. He took 2 steps closer and shined the light toward it. The figure turned its head all the way around over its shoulder. The face had no eyes, only smooth skin stretched tight across bone. A wide smile cut across the pale face from ear to ear. David tried to scream, but his breath stopped in his throat. His legs turned to ice and would not move an inch. The creature on the chair stood up with a loud snap of bones. It moved toward him with a strange, broken spider walk. Its long fingers scraped hard against the wet stone floor. David spun around and ran hard for the wooden stairs. He tripped on the bottom step and dropped his small flashlight. Total darkness fell over the basement like a heavy wet blanket. He felt ice-cold fingers brush against the back of his neck. He scrambled up the stone steps in total panic that he slammed the heavy iron door shut and turned the key. He fell back onto the kitchen floor and gasped for air. The house was quiet and still once again. He thought he was safe from whatever lived below. Then he heard a soft knocking sound coming from the other side of the basement door. The knocking stopped and a dry voice spoke from the keyhole. It whispered his name in a high and happy tone. David looked down at Hi's own hands in the dim light. His skin was turning gray and stretching tight over his fingers. He felt long scratches forming across his own face. He was not in the kitchen anymore. He was sitting on the wooden chair in the dark. Web results.